Today on the Oboe Windfree show, I have got. It's not funny, Richard. I'm a serious broadcaster here, okay? So let's maintain our composure, please. So on the Oboe Windfree show, I've got Richard Angell, and now Richard has been in the Irish Chamber Orchestra for 25 years, a founder member of the orchestra in Limerick, and also he's served under, or shall we say played with, 5 different principal cellists in the Irish Chamber Orchestra. So really, Richard, my first question to you is, what makes you stay?
Well, what makes me stay? To be honest, when I first arrived, it was like arriving in heaven back in 1995, being in the orchestra and living where I lived, and still do, in Killaloe. Mm-hmm. And I knew then that I was just, this was it. This is the orchestra I want to play for. It was just amazing to be with everybody in this particular orchestra.
And what was so special about it? What made you kind of go, oh, yes?
Well, there's a few things. I suppose the main thing was in playing and performing, everybody, I realised very quickly, was giving 500% in everything. You know, people gave all of themselves in every performance. People were really enthusiastic and very positive and very friendly. So yeah, I mean, and it's still like that, and it's those qualities have just grown and blossomed, really.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. I completely agree. That's why I like it too. It's this kind of this sense of positivity and also the sense of real music making.
It's interesting because, as you know, I'm a Buddhist, and one of the qualities required for an effective Buddhist practice is to give 100%. You're 150%, really. You want to bring all of yourself into everything you do, and I think the Irish Chamber Orchestra sort of is a hugely fantastic example of that. I mean, everyone gives everything. It's when you do something with the Chamber Orchestra, you feel completely satisfied that you've done something really good every time, actually.
And did you discover Buddhism before the Irish Chamber Orchestra, or whilst you were in the orchestra?
I discovered it while I was a student, actually, at the Royal College in London, and I'd been learning mindfulness from an ancient woman in Holland Park called Jean Gibson, and that led on to my interest in Buddhism and mindfulness.
And so, with your Buddhism and with playing, can you tell me a little bit about the parallels between the two things? Because you say this sort of giving 100%.
Yeah, I think the first thing to say is that as a musician, you develop similar faculties. You've got to be aware. You've got to be aware of your body. You've got to be aware of your emotions because you're communicating something in music. And the other thing is in Buddhism you have a shared vision, and in music you have a shared vision. And it is amazing, actually. It's like we call a community of practitioners the Sangha in Buddhism. And the orchestra is a Sangha because everyone's level of consciousness is raised when we're really playing and giving it everything.
And how does that differ in rehearsal and performance?
Well, when we're with Jörg, very little, because he makes us give everything in the rehearsals. But in the performance, I think what's amazing is that people just go. I don't know if the audience realise this, but we just go crazy. Actually, it's like a sort of madness sometimes. Like when we did Beethoven 7 in Kilkenny. It was literally, we just went mental in the cellos and the strings. I mean, probably the winds too. But it was incredible feeling, really cathartic, actually.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. There's a sort of sense certainly in the wind. There's a sense that we almost sacrifice our sound for the emotion. So the beauty of the sound, sometimes if it requires something to be almost ugly, then we just go for it to get that emotion. Is that the same?
Yeah, it's the same, and I think that's what makes the Chamber Orchestra special. I mean, that really communicates.
I guess that's what we're trying to do. Now, the other thing I wanted to ask you, I don't know how many CDs you must have played on in the Irish Chamber Orchestra. That must be, I don't know, how many do you reckon?
God, I've no idea. Sorry, Matt.
Yeah, no, I mean, just as a rough guess, I'd say, probably 20, because we kind of tend to make one a year or something like that. And what I was wondering was how that, for you as a cellist, how that experience of recording a CD, how does that translate from the concert and the rehearsal? Is it the same kind of giving everything, or how do you make that change?
Well, it's funny because I was thinking about this yesterday, and I was thinking that actually what I love about the orchestra mainly is the way we perform. But it's lovely to do quality recordings and have those, and people enjoy them. But for me, it is the live performance that is so fantastic. Funnily though, there is one CD which I really can think of, and that is the one with 180 beats per minute, written by Yo Vidman. Because we played that a few times on tour, and it's amazing. It's an amazing piece, but it's terrifying as well. So when we know we're playing it, well, when I know I'm playing it, it's like that affects my experience of being on the whole tour, because I know I've got to play this really fast, rhythmic piece with only 6 of us. So it's really nice to have the recording of that. That's a fantastic recording of it as well, and it has got a lot of energy, like a live performance. So that does come to mind.
Right, okay. And I mean, was that just crazy kind of energy levels?
Well, it wasn't the same as performing it, because actually, when you go on stage to perform it, I'm terrified. So it wasn't like that, because you know you could do it again. But, every time we do it, I think, this is the time it's going to go wrong, and it hasn't yet, touch wood.
Yeah, welcome to the world of every professional musician, I think, isn't it?
It's true,
it's just, yeah. Well, Richard, it's been so nice to chat to you. Thank you ever so much for taking time out of your day today. And I look forward to seeing you in person very soon.
Me too, Matt. I really do. It'd be fantastic when you guys are back.
It'll be so nice. It really will. Okay, thanks a lot, Richard.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.